I'm at a Middelkoop with Nautel customer service. Today we're going to take a look at preset management. My VX took me through a preset wizard when I first powered it up, but I just clicked through the options and none of them are correct. I'll need to go to the preset editor to make changes. Clicking the preset button from the main menu takes me to the presets page. From here I have a button to access the preset list or the preset scheduler. We'll deal with the scheduler in a later video and focus on the preset list for now. There are a couple notable differences here as compared to the legacy AUI. First is that the current settings preset no longer exists. Changes are made directly to the saved presets, and changes to the active preset will take effect immediately. Another change is that the Save New button has been replaced by the Clone button. That can be found here between the Delete and Edit buttons. We'll start by cloning this first preset and making my changes there. And there's my new preset, Preset 1, Copy 1. I'll hit the Edit button to bring it up in the editor. The editor is broken out into tabs. There's a tab for all the general settings, a tab for audio setting, a tab for SCA settings, a tab for RDS settings, and a tab for all the other settings. We'll focus on the general and audio tabs today to get the basics of the preset in place and deal with the rest in a later video. The first thing I'd like to do is rename this preset to something more helpful. I'll call it Normal Preset for now. The preset ID is a view-only value that is used on some front panel applications and serves to denote where the preset exists in the preset list. The output power field lets you define your target power level for the transmitter. Protection functions may reduce the output power, but this will always be the target. I'll set this for 300 watts now, but I can always change it later. FM products are frequency agile across the band and will operate at whatever frequency is assigned here. I'll set this one up for 88.1 for now, but I can change that later as well. My VX is currently only capable of FM operation, but other transmitter families will include options here for FM plus HD and HD only modes of operation. Moving on to the audio tab, we can see that it's broken into two main parts. There's a section for the main audio source and a section for the backup audio source. Starting in the main audio section, we have a drop-down for the source selection. This menu will vary by transmitter type to reflect its hardware configuration. With an MPX, DMPX, or MPX over AES source selected, the only setting we have is the input level. If I switch to analog, we can see additional settings become available. The first of these is the audio mode menu. This allows the selection of left only, right only, and left plus right mono modes, as well as a stereo mode. Left only and right only modes will mask alarms for the unused channel. The stereo mode enables the transmitter's internal stereo pilot generator. One field that is consistent across all source selections is the input level field. This value is the transmitter's target for 100% modulation or 75 kHz deviation. When the transmitter sees this level of audio on the selected input, it will modulate at 100% or deviate at 75 kHz. If it sees less than this level, you will have less modulation or deviation. If there is more than this level, you will have more modulation or deviation. These values are adjustable, so if you can't match your input signal to this target level, you can adjust the target level to match your input signal. A 15 kHz low-pass filter is available for analog and AES sources, and pre-emphasis can be applied at 0, 50, or 75 microseconds. The low audio alarm function serves two purposes. First, it provides a status alarm if the main audio source falls below the threshold input level for the timeout duration. The second purpose is to provide a trigger for the backup audio function. If a backup source is selected, the transmitter will switch to that source if the low audio conditions are met. It will automatically return to the main source if the level is above the threshold for 1 second. The backup source works like the main audio source, with a few exceptions. First is that this source will never be used unless the main source's low audio alarm function is enabled and its conditions have been met. Second is that whichever input is selected as the main source will be unavailable for selection as the backup source. The last is that the backup source's low audio alarm function only serves to provide a status alarm if the level drops below the threshold for the timeout. All of these values, like the ones in the General tab, can be changed at any time. I fully expect that I will need to adjust my audio levels again to get everything dialed in. For now, I'm happy with this, so I'll click Save to update this preset. It looks like that saved successfully, so now I can go back to the preset list by clicking the Presets button here on the left. The preset list is updated, reflecting the changes I just made. Clicking the button beside a preset's name will enable it. Doing this presents me with a message that I will be changing the active preset. I'm sure I want to do this, so I'll press yes, but if I wasn't, I could hit cancel and nothing would happen. The top banner reflects the new preset being active. I have some new active alarms now, and they are for low audio on the analog input. This is my main source, and this alarm triggering has enabled my backup AES source. This source is showing unlocked, which is expected since I have nothing connected yet. It looks like the timeout for my backup audio alarm has passed as well, and now I have a status alarm for a low audio on that input. These will all clear once I connect up the appropriate sources, so I'm not going to worry about them for now. This is as far as I can go with getting my preset basics set up for now, so I'll sign out of this AUI session. I'd like to thank you for sticking with me through this video, and I hope you'll join me for the next as we continue to explore Nautel's new HTML5 AUI.